I gotta watch Jake Paul get his ass beat tonight. Dark mode.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Not available yet? What? So I'm gonna watch the Jake Paul fight, that's it. Okay.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. To the air, it's back. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
No way.
He's got it down the left. The freshman brought
Come
down after
on, bro.
bringing that one in.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but
We're only a few minutes in,
accurate
some
shot
weird shit coming.
vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. Inside the 45. Turning it on. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
So he's gonna run RPOs all game. Okay.
Quarterbacks can be
RPOs,
tricky. Certainly
RPOs,
Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning...
Unleashes one deep.
Give me that.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Oh, my neck.
Got the quick pass. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the balls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for space. It's Lewis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the move. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Vols have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They finally made the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
The give on the option. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
The defense wouldn't let him loose.
These RPOs ain't gonna work, brother. Mix that shit up, bruh.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Let's get up,
the
brother.
offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
And the Canes will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Tries again to get it in.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
How you gonna score, then pause the game? Come on, that shit corny as hell.
No reason to risk trying to field that one, is it?
I mean, you have 3 goals in the first quarter. In the first period is crazy. I think I put them in my damn parlay. Fuck. Okay, good. I thought I did.
Through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Wrong button.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to
Fuck.
run. Touchdown, Caves. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Matthews. Hey, midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. gets the back moving. Pushes ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Aguilar. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs flowing. Just can't do it better.
Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to pass. It's back. Quarterback adapting. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Gonna swing it on second down. Complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage. And he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Vols will try to move the chains on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes offense will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field. See if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Floating away. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Using his feet. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Taram, tarum.
And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Staley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Vols have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man down.
Oh, good shit.
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Can't be mad.
Taken down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking to throw, it's back. Makes the grab.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Yeah, stick right there, bro.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Yeah, and I think the comeback route when you run it against man is so hard to defend because I'm that DB. I'm thinking I can't get beat deep. I can't get beat deep. And then all of a sudden he slams on the brakes and comes back to the football. Really hard route to defend.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
You can chew clock if you're going to sit on the ball, bro. That shit corny as hell, though, but chew clock if you're going to do that.
Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done.
Shit's annoying, bro.
2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up by 24 over Colorado State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. Got a little space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths
A
away
pick
from
6 and 2
first down.
picks in the end zone. I'm only down 14. I ain't mad.
In this situation, you might see a shot play. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
See if I can catch him over time. Oh, it's not popping up. Oh, got hit.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the ground with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Next going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Fletcher. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's back. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
Risk I'm gonna take. Fuck it.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now from inside the red zone. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's back. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third out, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll go to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give as they work on that clock. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
On first down from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's back. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning.
Why are you throwing the ball while you are? Boy, you lucky.
Hey, you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. It gave him a little bit of hope.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, suddenly feeling much better.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made the this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
30 seconds left on the clock, and their last gasp will come down to getting this onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Timeout is called. The clock
I got no more timeouts.
26 seconds left.
You just gotta
Lucky
wonder
son of a
how
bitch.
frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had
Lucky.
their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Oh, I'm tired of losing games like this.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys could step up, and in the huddle, they could make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
But